What if I told you that Dodge teased the Hemi Cuda, but they also teased the Dodge Viper right in your face and you didn't even know it? Ladies and gentlemen, the next generation Dodge Viper is coming, and it's coming sooner than you think. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Black Hawk Bond 007 back here with another video. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to cover all types of car content on here, such as police chases, car reviews, future. We're also going to cover, and as in this video, future products on new vehicles that's coming out soon. All types of car news, anything car related, you will find it on this channel. And we are also incorporated with AI. We're going to have a conversation today with Shayla. Okay, this is the only car channel that you see AI integration. It's going to give us as much detailed information as we need to know on some of these vehicles and future products. I do like the AI assist. It is incorporated in the system of Google and all types of other stuff. So I really like it. So, but we're going to talk about the Dodge Viper. Okay. So what do we know about the Dodge Viper? We're going to hear some information from good old Shayla. Shayla, how you doing today? How you doing, Shayla? Shayla will be there with us in a second. Shayla, can you hear me?
Hey there. Sorry about that brief pause. I'm here now and doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm great. So today we're talking about a brand new product that Dodge is teasing, and it's on their Dodge website, DodgeGarage.com. And what they have teased is they teased the new Dodge Cuda that's going to come back out, and they also teased the Dodge Viper. It was an Easter egg that was hidden in the background. What do you know about the Dodge Viper? Talk to us.
The Dodge Viper is a legendary car. It's known for its powerful V10 engine, sleek design, and incredible performance. It was definitely a head turner on the road. Do you have any specific questions about the Viper, or should we dig into the details of this new model?
Well, first let's go into history because those of you who are interested in the new Dodge Viper need to put some respect on the name as far as the original Dodge Viper. So, when did the first Dodge Viper debut? And tell me about every single generation that came out afterwards. Break it down for me, baby.
The first Dodge Viper, the RT/10 Roadster, debuted in 1992. It had an 8.0-liter V10 engine that produced 400 horsepower. Over the years, there were several generations, each with its own improvements in power and performance. The last Viper rolled off the line in 2017. Are you ready to hear about each generation of the Viper?
Yes, let's hear it.
Okay, here's a quick rundown of the Viper's history. The first generation came out in 1992 as the RT/10 Roadster.
Next one.
Here's one. The Viper's V10 engine was originally designed for a Dodge Ram pickup truck. Can you imagine that kind of power in a truck?
What was the next generation? What was the second generation? When did that come out?
The second generation of the Dodge Viper hit the streets in 1996. It was a major step up in terms of performance and refinement. Are you ready to hear more about that generation?
What was the third generation?
The third generation of the Dodge Viper, also known as the ZBI, was produced.
What's going on?
2003
Welcome to the official
to
Dodge
2004.
Garage. I'm
It
Garrett,
featured
your
a
guide for
redesigned
today.
exterior.
This isn't just a look around, it's your chance to get up close and personal with the all-new Dodge.
So y'all, right here, this is the guy. I'm sorry. Sorry for that. The guy cut you off. Could you repeat that again about the third generation?
No worries. The third generation of the Dodge Viper, also known as the ZDI, was produced from 2003 to 2006. It featured a redesigned exterior, a larger 8.3-liter V10 engine, and even more power.
What was the fourth generation?
The fourth generation of the Dodge Viper, known as the ZV2, was produced from 2008 to 2010. It featured a larger 8.4-liter V10 engine that produced 600 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. It also had some styling tweaks, like a new hood with functional vents.
Was that the very last generation?
Nope, there was one more generation after that. The fifth generation Viper came out in 2013, but production ended in 2017.
Okay, so what do you know about the new Dodge Viper that's getting ready to come out? Do you know anything about it?
While Dodge hasn't officially announced the new Viper, there are rumors circulating. Some sources suggest it might be a hybrid or even fully electric, while others think it could retain a V8 engine. It's all speculation at this point, but it's definitely generating excitement.
I can tell you right now, baby, it ain't gonna be no electric car. I can tell you that right now. No electric car bullshit. Okay? It ain't gonna be an electric car. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the Dodge Porter website. Because if you want to look at this as well, you understand what I'm saying? It's up here for you as well too to look at. This is the website right here. You're gonna go on DodgeChargePortal.com and it lets you play around with the tools. Here's the Dodge Scat Pack bullshit. I really don't like the EV. And they got a really stupid exhaust note coming out of a speaker. This is not a muscle car. I could tolerate the inline six, the Hurricane, my personal opinion on it, but even that has been proven to be a disaster, as you've seen the ones that they put in the Grand Cherokee, the one that they put inside of the Grand Wagoneer, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. They put it inside of a pickup truck, y'all. If I want an inline six, I can buy a BMW. I just had one. BMW has been in the inline six game since the beginning of time. I got an 06 BMW X3 that I'm not about to have anymore. But they have inline six. If I want inline six, I buy BMW. But Dodge is about muscle. It's about power. It's about horsepower. It's about loud ass engine pissing the neighbors off. That's what we want. We don't want no inline six bullshit. If you want something butter smooth, a little grocery luxury getter, right hand on the steering wheel, left hand on it. We're not gonna say the rest of that 2 Chainz line. You go get you a nice little luxury car, get you a Mercedes, get you a BMW, a nice little drawing. This is about muscle. You know what I'm saying? You want a muscle car? Back in the day, you would go get a Pontiac G8, you would go get a GTO, you go get a Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, if you want to count them, put some respect on their name, I guess. And you would have Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger, even a Dodge Magnum, a freaking muscle wagon. I buy that before I buy EV. Stop trying to be like others and be your own identity. But let's look at this website. So you go on DodgeChargePortal.com and look, it shows you some of the tools that you can use on there.
So my personal favorite, the Scat Pack. It's got power and style. But hey, this RT is looking real sharp too.
So, and then right here, it shows you this right here. You see this right here? What's under the cover here? You see that little hood scoop that's popping up on there? Does that look familiar, y'all? Does that look like something that was teased before? I think so. You remember? Look at the bottom right here. It looks just like that teaser that Tim Kuniskis teased when he was still the CEO of Dodge at the time. He had a little slip to cover up a little bit. It showed like a little red bumper. We'll look at that in a minute. But we're also going to look at the original CUDA so you can see what I'm talking about. So that's the teaser for the CUDA. That's obvious. And then you see, I think, if you go over here, y'all see this over here? I want y'all to pay attention. Look up. Right there in the corner. What's that, y'all? What that look like? That look like a Dodge Viper to y'all? That look like a Dodge Viper to me. Look at that, y'all. Do y'all see the Dodge Viper? I think I see the Dodge Viper. They had it in y'all face the whole time, and y'all didn't even know it. We're going to look at some details, and we're going to cover the CUDA as well, too. Because this is important. Dodge needs to save themselves, man. Dodge needs to save themselves. What is this?
You ready? Okay. Pick your lane. Performance, design.
I've seen enough. So we're going to look up pictures of the Dodge, or actually it was known as the Plymouth CUDA. Let me let's look it up. The 1970 Plymouth CUDA. Okay, so let's look at that. Shayla, tell me the history of the Plymouth CUDA.
The Plymouth Barracuda, often called the CUDA, was a cool car that came out in 1964. It was known for its sleek design and powerful engines. Plymouth stopped making them in 1974, but they're still popular with car collectors today.
What that look like, y'all? What that look like, y'all? Do y'all see that same hood scoop? Does that look familiar? That's the hood scoop that was on a Hemi CUDA. The CUDA's coming back, y'all. Knockout 360 tried to tell y'all. TK's Garage. He's like the Mopar Jesus when it comes to content. Shout out to TK Garage. I watch him every day religiously. I watch him more than people watch church and Bible study because he knows what he's talking about, man. TK, if you see this, man, reach out to me, man. You're awesome. But this is it right here. This is what he was talking about. Look at this hood scoop. He put it on there so we can look it up and do our own research. So do our research. Look, this is the hood scoop. The same thing that was similar to that design element that was on the website under the teaser, under the cover. They scooped that up right there for a reason. Because they want y'all to let y'all know Dodge is making a comeback. Carlos Tavares, goodbye. Goodbye.
Stop the
Goodbye. The worst CEO in the history of this country, in the same way that Donald Trump would say. The worst CEO. But let's look at some more information on this Hemi CUDA. They have some really nice renderings on the Hemi CUDA. And I'm telling you, man, if y'all got a Hemi CUDA, a classic, y'all better keep on to it because y'all know the price is about to skyrocket in value. Y'all know it's about to go down. Same thing. I love the BMW. My ultimate dream car as a kid was a 97 BMW 840 Ci. I'm like, man, as soon as that BMW bring back the 8 Series, which was really, by the way, y'all, a rebadged 6 Series. As soon as they bring that back, I'm like, they're gonna skyrocket the price of the freaking 8 Series, man. And sure enough, that's what happened. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this. It's really a matter of when, what powertrains would y'all like to see in the CUDA? Is the CUDA going to be a more affordable muscle option? Because if you look at it right now, look at the price for the freaking scat for the Dodge Charger, and it's an EV of all things. People don't want the EV. It's not selling. It's not selling. People don't want that. They want the V8, and they're going to wait. Another thing we got to talk about, and thank God Donald Trump ended this EV mandate. We got to talk about another thing. We need to end this mandate for SUVs. We need to end this mandate for SUVs. Stop making us buy SUVs. GM, Ford, I'm on your ass. Stop making us trying to buy SUVs. We don't want them. You go to China, they got this beautiful Cadillac CT6. They still make it over there. The Buick LaCrosse. They're on a third generation over there since they last discontinued it over here. Ford Taurus, they just redesigned it over there. It's back to a mid-size sedan. Y'all want to see it? Come take a look. Come take a look. Y'all want to see it? Look. China Ford Taurus. This is just a little sidebar because I want to show y'all how these American manufacturers are doing us dirty, man. Look at this. This is the last generation Ford Taurus. This is the new one. This should be our Ford Fusion over here. But Ford doesn't want to make any sedans. You got Toyota. They got the Corolla hatchback, the Corolla sedan, the Toyota Camry, a freaking Toyota Crown Signia. They replaced the full-size sedan with another full-size sedan, the Toyota Crown. Come on, man. And they got a wagon version of it, the Toyota Crown Signia. They don't want to call it a wagon, but it's a wagon, y'all. But anyway, let's get back. Let's focus. But what do y'all think about this, man? We're gonna go on the Dodge website because I want to show y'all the pricing for the Dodge Challenger EV Scat Pack. In the meantime, Shayla, can you give everybody the information about the Dodge Challenger EV Scat Pack that is out now?
The Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack is Dodge's first electric muscle car. It's got a super aggressive look, and with 670 horsepower, it's seriously fast. Dodge says it can go from 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds.
Yeah, but you know that EV is trash. Come on, let's be for real, Shayla.
That's a valid point. While EVs offer incredible instant torque, some car enthusiasts miss the sound and feel of a traditional V8 engine. It's definitely a different driving experience.
See, I like you, Shayla. This is why I like you. You feel my pain.
I get it. There's definitely a different kind of thrill that comes from driving a gas-powered muscle car. The roar of the engine, the feel of the gears shifting. It's a visceral experience that's hard to replicate with an EV.
All right, y'all. Let's look at this right here. We got the Dodge Charger. Here's the specs. Look at that. 2024 Scat Pack. EV, y'all. This is not a combustion engine. Okay? It starts at $73,985. And you know that's going to be before markups. These scumbag slum of dealerships are going to hike the price $100,000. And guess what? Nobody's going to buy it. Why? Supply and demand. You can't force us to buy EVs. And that's why I'm saying y'all are the reason V8s are coming back. You are. And I thank you. It shows that the consumer actually has a voice. Start using it for the damn sedans. Everybody can't afford a Charger. What if somebody wants a nice fully loaded mid-size Ford Fusion? Fully loaded, titanium trim, massage seats and all that. Fully loaded Sony sound system. What's wrong with that? Scat Pack. $73,000. Who's buying this? RT starts at $59,000. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's still $60,000, and that's before destination, tax tags, and dock fees. Come on, man. I used to work at a dealership, and I learned what an addendum was. An addendum is a dealer markup that they put over their vehicle. This is what they use. So basically, the dealership or the owner of the dealership themselves can pretty much pocket. What happens is the automakers, they every vehicle on the lot has a bank loan, a loan from the bank. And every month that car is not sold, they have to pay that interest back to the bank in that monthly installment. So the goal is to pay it back as early as possible. And it's also the goal is also to basically um, make a profit on top of the MSRP. That's, I guess, truly where to do that. Now, back in the day, you could haggle. You can negotiate a specific price. If you came with an all cash offer, no car note, just went up, boom, here we go. Throw the suitcase on the table. Let's negotiate. Now you can't even really haggle anymore. But guess what? That's going to change. Why? Because guess what? They're just not going to buy. That's it. They're just not going to buy.
Get the French toast out of here.
They're not going to buy. You understand what I'm saying? This EV has been out and they're not even buying it. They're not even they're not even buying the Dodge Hornet. They're not even buying the Dodge Hornet. They thought, let's get them another SUV. Let's look at the Dodge Hornet. How much the Dodge Hornet start? And that's not a bad price, man. 31,000. 31,000. 31.4 before destination. And let's look at the performance on this thing. Dodge Hornet. Look at that. It's a they got a plug-in hybrid too. 288 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower for a compact SUV, y'all. 383 pound-feet of torque. They came to play. They actually had a video. If I can find this video again, they had a police chase with the Dodge Hornet. We could cover that too if y'all want to see it. Y'all want to see it? If y'all want to see that, let me know in the comment section below. The Dodge Hornet actually got away. Y'all might want to buy a Dodge Hornet, y'all. I buy that before I buy a Charger EV. Hell no. I'm all things combustion engine, baby. I'm not against it. When my BMW was in for service, I had a BMW i4 as a loaner car for like a month. And man, let me tell you, I finessed the shit out them motherfuckers that had that as long as I could. And I didn't even have to pay to charge the damn thing. Mind your business. But anyway, it was a nice car. But we all know that they're fast. It's the torque. There's no transmission to change the gears. There's no gears. Of course it's going to be fast. So it's like it's nothing special. Having a combustion engine was the thrill of like hearing the gears change. Especially that when you downshift, it just was a thrill in driving. If you take grab an Oldsmobile 88 and it got none of that technology, it is just so fun to drive. When I was learning how to drive, I learned how to drive in a Dodge Intrepid. I actually taught myself how to drive in a video game, by the way, y'all. I learned how to drive, but when I was on the street, it was an Oldsmobile 88. It was a Dodge Intrepid. It was so fun. It didn't have all this technology, none of it. It was just basic behind the wheel. You put it in drive. You drive the thing. You could feel the V6. You could feel the power. It was a butter smooth family car. It was so fun, so basic. There's so much technology in these cars nowadays, and that's why the prices are so high. You used to be able to get a car for like $17,000, $18,000. Now the average price of a car is around like 30,000, 40,000. And that's what they call. That's the new norm now. So I don't know, man. I mean, but yeah, that police chase for the Dodge Hornet, that was amazing. But like, what do y'all think about this, man? Are y'all ready? Because the combustion engine is coming out. I think like in another month or two, you're gonna see a six-pack, inline six come out for the Charger, and I think they're gonna drop for the sedan as well too. I think the EV version is gonna come out first. If you want my opinion, don't buy it, but or get your Dodge Hornet if you still want an engine, man. I mean, it got some nice power. I mean, unfortunately, it's an SUV. I'm not too keen of SUVs. I'm really a sedan guy. Sedan is style. Just like they had the coupes back in the day. You see all the sedans on the road. You didn't see too many coupes out there, but people had a preference. They had a choice. Just like you had a choice to pick a sedan over SUV, people chose a coupe over a sedan. It was a thing of style. It was a thing of preference. You understand what I'm saying? If you want a convertible, you pick the convertible. Don't get rid of the convertible just because it's a niche audience. Give people the option, and that should be a law that people should be mandated to provide a variety. Just like you should be able to pick an EV, or if you want an EV, or pick a combustion engine. If you want a combustion engine, you should be able to pick. I shouldn't have to go to a foreign brand in the United States of America if I want a sedan, because Ford and GM don't offer sedans. You can't count Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Chrysler ain't got no sedans. All they got is a minivan. You can't count Dodge. The only sedan that they have is muscle. If somebody wants a nice regular economy minivan that is made in America, it can be made in America by Toyota, but why not just buy an American-made product like Chevy, like Ford? What are you doing? And that's also made in America. An American car made in America, not a Toyota product made in America. Technically, I guess you want to say that Toyota is an American product, but no, it's still a Japanese brand. Kia and Hyundai is still a Korean brand. Nissan Infiniti is still a Japanese brand. But Cadillac, they're getting ready to do away with their CT4, CT5, the CT4, formerly known as the ATS. And they're getting ready to bring some sedans in reportedly, but they're electric. We shouldn't be forced to buy a sedan if it costs us a combustion engine. We should have the variety. Look what BMW is doing. BMW is providing combustion engine and an electric version of their sedan. BMW got it right the first time. Mercedes destroyed themselves. They called themselves creating a whole new body style, a whole new platform just for these ugly ass EVs nobody was buying. So now they're behind. They're chasing BMW. BMW saw this and said, you know what? We're going to take the 5 Series and just make an EV version of the same body style. You know how many i5s are on the road right now? They had the choice of choosing combustion engine or EV. If I want an EV, I go get a Tesla. But now I got to worry about them vandalizing my car. Because the same liberals wanted to be like, oh, buy EV, save the planet. Now that Trump is in office, the same man that built these fucking EVs for y'all, the liberals is destroying the liberals' cars. How you like me now? What an idiot you liberals are. Come on, man. What are we doing here? And you're destroying people's cars. This is a federal crime. This is the federal crime that you're doing here. I hope it's worth it. But yeah, man, you should be able to have a choice. The BMW 7 Series, they have a combustion engine version and they have an EV version. The 3 Series is coming out. They're going to have an EV version. They're going to have a combustion engine version. Same thing with the X3. They're going to have a combustion version. I think the EV version is going to be called like the iX3 or something like that. But anyway, the point is BMW did their homework and they did it right the first time. It's like when Chrysler had the PT Cruiser. PT Cruiser was made from 2000 to 2005. Shayla, how many units of the PT Cruiser were sold from 2000 to 2005?
Between 2000 and 2005, Chrysler sold over 700,000 PT Cruisers. They were definitely a popular choice back then.
But see, I think it might have been even more than that. But yeah, close to a million, that's a lot of freaking vehicles for a car that they didn't expect to be a big hit. Then Chevy later on said, "Oh, I want to copy and paste, man." No Dickie Simmons intended, but they wanted to copy and paste the formula. But at that point, it was too late. Chrysler already got their piece of the pie. Chevy thought they could do the same thing by creating their own wagon, the Chevy HHR. And at that point, it was too late. It was a flop. It used a corny four-cylinder borrowed from the Chevy Cobalt. But what they did do was make a high-performance SS, and that was a very rare model. And you don't see those on the. If you see one of those, get them because they're a gem. I think the manual version of that too. I think it came in a manual. Let me see. Did the Chevy HHR come in a manual?
Yes, the Chevy HHR was available with a manual transmission. It was a 5-speed manual, and it was offered on the base LS model, the LT model, and the sportier SS model.
Okay. It also, Chrysler had a GT, a very rare model that I never knew, but I just found out about this yesterday. I watched on Doug DeMuro's channel. Chrysler came out with a rare GT model, and it was brawled with it had the same powertrain as the Neon SRT4. Holla at your boy. You heard it first on Black Hawk Bond 007 car channel. But yeah, man, what do y'all think as far as the CUDA? Would y'all buy a CUDA? If you would buy a CUDA, let me know in the comment section. Are y'all gonna but if y'all bought a Charger, let me know how it is. If you're gonna wait for the EV, let me know. If you can buy it now. If you're gonna wait for the inline 6, drop it in the comment section. If you're going to wait for a V8, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. We're gonna cover a car that I really like, and I really like Pontiacs, the Pontiac G8. You're gonna see a project about that coming soon. Stay tuned. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know what other products that you think that Dodge should make, and let me know what other content that y'all would like for me to cover. We're not gonna just do police chases. We're gonna do car reviews on future products, past products, spy photos, all that good stuff. We're gonna cover tips on how to buy a car, tips on how to sell a car. Your boy can teach you it all. Your guru is in the building. You hear me? But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, holla at your boy. I'll see you on the next video.